Hello and welcome to the Faculty Multimedia Center's Quick Start Guide on the DJI OM5 phone gimbal.
An assembled DJI OM5 smartphone gimbal sits on a table. It has the mini tripod legs, gimbal arm, and magnetic phone clamp attached.
While using the DJI Mimo app. We covered the basic setup and use of the OM5 gimbal in a separate video. In this video, we'll focus on connecting to the Mimo app, the options available in the app, and the gimbal buttons exclusive to it.
3 screen captures appear. The first shows the Mimo app's connect and capture function for connecting a gimbal to a smartphone. The second shows the app's camera preview feature in video shooting mode. The third shows the mode button on the gimbal body.
So, let's get started. After downloading the DJI Mimo app, open it and agree to the necessary permissions. Also make sure your phone is connected to the internet.
A sped-up screen capture shows the connection process, including accepting the Mimo app's terms and conditions and granting phone permissions such as location and activity access.
Next, power on the gimbal.
The speaker presses the power button located on the left side of the gimbal, marked with an M icon. The connect and capture icon, identified by a camera symbol, is located at the bottom of the home screen.
With the gimbal on and the app open, tap the camera icon. The app will then search for your gimbal.
A pop-up window above the icon reads, "Connect to device and enter camera view." The searching animation transitions to an image of the OM5 gimbal and the gimbal's serial number.
Once found, tap Connect and approve the pairing request. This will take you to the camera view. Let's break down what features we have here. Keep in mind, the interface layout may differ between portrait and landscape views.
A smartphone mounted on the gimbal sits upright in a vertical portrait position. It transitions to a horizontal landscape position to match the screen recording of the Mimo app's camera preview.
For this tutorial, we're going to be using landscape. Your smartphone battery level will be displayed in the top left corner. On the top right corner, you can find an icon of 3 interconnected circles. Tapping this will open a wide array of filters for more stylized content. To switch between the front and back cameras, tap the circular arrow icon on the top right. The large red circle will be your record button. Use this to start and end videos or to capture images. Next to it, you can swipe between the available camera shooting modes.
The shooting modes swipe between photo, video, cinematic lens, and slow motion.
We suggest sticking with photo or video as your primary mode, but you are welcome to experiment with other options. Each mode may offer different features or settings. To the left of the record button, you can see the camera's current zoom. 1x is the starting point and will either increase or decrease based on your adjustments. When shooting video, you'll find the resolution and frame rate settings above the home icon on the left-hand side of the screen.
The resolution settings display 4K at 30 frames per second. The resolution and frame rate menu opens. It displays 4K, HD 1080p, and SD 720p resolution options, along with 60, 30, 25, and 24 frames per second frame rate options. It lands on HD 1080p and 30 frames per second, highlighting each selection.
For most projects, HD and at 30 frames per second works great. Above that are some glamour enhancement effects with the Mimo app, indicated by the winking emoji. These effects are not required for most instructional content and are unavailable at 60 frames per second.
The Glamour Effects menu opens and swipes through the following settings: None, Smooth, Brighten, Slim, Eyes, Dark Circles, Nose, Mouth, and Teeth.
They will also be available when shooting photos, along with a timer feature to count down from 3, 5, or 7 seconds.
The 3-second timer and record button are selected while in photo shooting mode.
The timer is not available when shooting video. For both photo and video, there is a menu icon on the top left composed of 4 squares in the shape of a circle. Tapping this icon will open the core camera settings menu.
The additional settings menu opens, displaying watermark, exposure control, flash, and more settings icons,
which may differ slightly depending on which shooting mode you're in. In that settings menu, Use the lightning bolt icon to turn the flash on, off, or automatic. Above the flash icon is a plus and minus symbol indicating your exposure settings. When open, you can change between automatic and manual exposure, but we recommend keeping it in auto.
The exposure control menu opens, showing M for manual settings and auto for automatic settings. The manual settings include shutter speed, ISO, and white balance.
For advanced gimbal, tracking, and general settings, tap the gear icon.
The More Settings icon, identified by a gear symbol, is tapped on the left side of the screen within the Additional Settings menu. The screen fills with the Gimbal, Active Track, and General Settings menus. Tabs for switching between them are located at the top of the screen.
There are a lot of options between these three menus, so we're only going to touch on the important ones. In the Gimbal menu, you can change the gimbal stabilizing mode. This impacts how the gimbal adjusts for your camera movement.
The gimbal mode setting swipes between follow, tilt-locked, and FPV modes. Each mode includes a brief description beneath it.
Follow mode is perfect for simple and stable use. Within the general menu, you can change the aspect ratio of your photos by tapping the frame.
In the general menu, the frame option is selected under Photo Specs. A drop-down menu appears with 4:3, 16:9, 18:9, and 1:1 aspect ratio options. The 4:3 option is selected.
Use the Active Track menu to modify the Active Track settings. This feature detects human faces and automatically repositions the gimbal to keep them centered.
Sample footage shows the OM5 gimbal automatically following the presenter as she walks around the room. The gimbal is placed on a table and records the presenter, with a highlight around her face as she moves.
If you wish to move within a space and not worry about repositioning the camera, this can be a useful tool. You can also disable or enable active tracking back in the camera view. To do so, tap the tracking icon indicated by a person surrounded by 4 corner brackets. Use the Enabled or Not Enabled button to toggle the setting on or off. To the right of the active tracking icon, the playback icon will let you review your most recent recordings or images. Lastly, we have the Home button on the bottom left of the screen. This will bring you out of the live camera view and return to the app's home screen. Now, let's look at the buttons on the gimbal's body that work exclusively with the Mimo app. The Power or M button on the gimbal body will switch between photo and video shooting with a single tap.
The Power and M button is located on the left side of the gimbal.
The red dotted button will start and stop recordings or snap photographs.
The red record button is located on the back of the gimbal, to the right of the joystick.
Find the circular arrows on the gimbal body to alternate between front and rear cameras by pressing once.
The flip camera button is located beneath the red record button. Sample footage appears showing an outdoor environment before reversing to show the speaker.
By using the plus and minus sliders, the phone camera will zoom in and out.
The Zoom plus and minus slider is located on the left side of the gimbal beneath the Power and M button.
On the back of the gimbal body is the trigger. Press once to activate active tracking. To view your content at any time during production, open the Albums section in the Mimo app. All photos and videos are stored directly onto your phone in the native photo gallery application. We hope this video was helpful in getting started with the Mimo app and OM5 gimbal. For a full walkthrough of the gimbal's physical setup, be sure to watch our companion setup video.
A media player overlay displaying the assembly video appears on screen. An interactive link appears, directing viewers to the video on YouTube.
Or, for more information or assistance, visit the Faculty Multimedia Center or email us at fmc@ucf.edu.
The FMC logo animates on screen. On-screen text reads, "Thanks for watching." In the bottom right corner, text reads, "Find us online," alongside a scannable QR code and the hyperlink text, https://cdlucf.edu/support/FMC.